All right, what's going on? Back with another NBA stream, and all the NBA streams go under NBA 101. Once again, I tell everybody listen to this live stream, my NBA family, that check out our NBA playlist. NBA 101 is all our NBA live streams, and NBA Talk is all our NBA video formats. You can find those in the playlist. Google Hangouts going away this year, so I'll be coming with a new setup. Setup I don't use, but I fix it up and stuff of that nature, man. So yeah, it's going away. Other than that, don't forget to check out our sponsor, the Hellblaze, at theHellblaze.com. Promo code Goodfellow Unboxing. Get you 18% off their 100% all natural products. Soaps, lotions, foot soaks, bath bombs, deodorant, toothpaste, hair pomade, and much, much more. Appreciate the love and all the blessings out there. Don't forget to share the videos, man. And we talking about free agency. Let me give you a picture of the cap right now. The Knicks had the most cap space, and almost 73 million, 72.9 million. Clippers have the second most cap space, 59.7 million, just under 60. Brooklyn has 54 and 1.6 million. Mavericks have 52.2 million. Some gonna go back into retaining Porzingis. Atlanta Hawks got 50.6 million under cap. Pacers got 48.8 million in the cap, and the Lakers are sitting seventh most cap space for 23.7. Okay, so pretty much we're gonna talk a little bit about who should the Lakers build a team around. Anthony Davis and LeBron James. And we're gonna talk about where should Kawhi Leonard go. I don't know where he going. I heard it was Clippers before they won the championship about a week or two before there, but we're gonna talk about it. Okay. Um, and tomorrow I come, if I remember, or later this week, I'm gonna come with a retro NBA playlist, and we'll do a draft edition as well too. To be honest, the Lakers, I think if you look at the top seven, either they don't fit or they don't have enough money for the Lakers. So Durant, money funny. He going out east, I heard. Long shot he staying in California with Golden State, going over to San Francisco. Kawhi, don't see Kawhi going. I heard earlier this year from somebody else that Kawhi don't want to play with LeBron. Okay, Kyrie Irving could come to the Lakers, but they got to find some way to clear cap space or get Anthony Davis to decline that trade bonus. Kemba Walker, I heard he's staying in Charlotte. Klay Thompson going back to Oakland. Porzingis is a restricted free agent. DeMarcus Cousins, I don't think they want him. So we get down to free agent number 8 on the CBS ranking list, and that's Jimmy Butler. I think Jimmy Butler will be a good fit, but the thing about Jimmy Butler is he probably going to get a max contract offer from either the Nets or even the Philadelphia 76ers, if not the New York Knicks, okay? So they got to find a way to get more room for him. But then again, also, if you're going to get another almost max type of player, then you got to dig deeper in the barrel and you got to get guys to take less money, okay? You got to get a Danny Green to take less money. You got to get a JJ Redick to take a less money. Sean, I see you. So you got to get guys to take less money, and that's what makes a Boston pretty good. That's what made Miami good. The Shane Battiers, the Mario Chalmers, the Norris Coles. It's not about you having the big three, okay? It's not about having the big three, okay? What it's really about is having top end talent, but you gotta have bottom talent, okay? If they get Caldwell Pope to take a pay cut, okay? DeMarre Carroll is a restricted free agent. They get him to take a pay cut. He's an excellent player to play next to LeBron James, okay? Trey Burke, I think Trey Burke is a good player. They get him to take less. Alex Burke, even though he don't shoot the ball as well, we talking about lower end players. So in order for the Lakers to get another top end free agent, or just in general, they gotta have fillers, okay? They gotta have fillers. At the end of the day, you got to have guys coming off your bench like Darren Collison. You got to have guys like maybe bringing in Jamal Crawford. He instant offense. That could be your instant offense. He still got enough juice in the legs. You know what I'm saying? I think Luol Deng is a little older. I think Jared Dudley, if you need him to hang off your end of your bench, he can hit big shots coming down the stretch. Wayne Ellington, bring him back to LA. He can hit open shots. Okay? Kenneth Faried is a good energy guy to come off the bench. All right. Rudy Gay. Rudy Gay want to get a ring. Rudy Gay is excellent to come off your bench. So if you can get Rudy Gay, Danny Green. You can get you a Jill Green. You can get you a Mario Henza. You can get a Rodney Hood over there. You can get somebody like that over there with them. Stanley Johnson is a good D guy. You can get a Corey Joseph, somebody over there. You get a defensive stopper like Michael Kidd Gilchrist over there, who's a free agent. You know what I'm saying? Brook Lopez would be a good fit for them coming off the bench. I don't know why he would leave. Milwaukee. Rodney Magruder is a really good player you can bring over that can shoot. T.J. McConnell from Philadelphia. I mean, it's a ton of depth there for the Lakers to get Jimmy Butler and try to get some minimum guys under the cap that want to win. Mirotic, if you want to break down them, Mirotic would be perfect if he can stay healthy with the Lakers. Mirotic would be a great fit, but he gonna want the bank. One of the Morris twins, they probably gonna break the bank. Nerlens Noel will be a good backup. Jabari Parker, if nobody want him, he'll be a good bench guy. Bobby Portis out there, he probably gonna be wanting the bread. Austin Rivers is a good guy to come out there. Kyle Korver, I'm trying to see if I see him. I don't think Rubio a good fit. Derrick Rose is a good fit. You don't need to come in and play a lot of minutes. Amon Shepard, I don't know if LeBron want to bring him back. Nick Stauskas, somebody you can put at the end of your bench that can hit some shots. Alonzo Tier from the Knicks, he out there. Noah Vonleh, good guy out there. Who else you got out there? I don't think Kyle Korver free. I didn't see Kyle Korver. Wesley Matt. It's a ton of options for the Lakers out there to get a max player. Ronaldo, what's going on? It's a ton of options for the Lakers to get a max player and then fill out the team with guys that want to win. I mean, Derrick Rose, he want to win. You know what I'm saying? It's a ton of guys that's not looking to break the bank. Robin Lopez, he probably want to win. Jeremy Lamb is a guy you could break down that money and get. Okay. Corey Joseph, another guy you could break down that money and get. It's a ton of options for the Lakers to go either way to fill out their roster. The Holmes kid that played for Philly, that played the finish, he's a good role player. Jeff Green is a good role player. I mean, if I'm the Lakers, I'm targeting Rudy Gay. Okay? Rudy Gay is one of the first guys I'm trying to target to sign for less money to win a championship. Rudy Gay can still hit the outside shot. He can still big shot taker, big shot maker. I don't think Terry Rozier. Too much money to be going. If you get Terry Rozier, you might as well get Malcolm Brogdon. You might as well go try to see if Milwaukee a match for Malcolm Brogdon. That's what I'm looking at. Rozier, you don't need Rozier. If you're looking at point guards to come and start for the Lakers, I'm looking through the list. Steph Curry would be cheap. All he got to do is hit his open shots. And if he can hit his open shots, which is, he hasn't proven to be a consistent player yet. But if he can hit his open shots, then fair game. You know what I'm saying? I mean, T.J. McCollum, he can come off your bench, hit his open shots. You know what I'm saying? So you really, for a point guard for the Lakers, J.J. Barrera, I'm not saying he could start, but hit his open shot. Darren Collison. He more of a floor general. You need somebody like Fish Stick, Derek Fish, Patrick Beverly. Patrick Beverly would be a good guy. I don't think he ain't the ideal guy that I'm looking for. No, PJ Tucker's still under contract from what I heard. All right, if you can, let's talk about scenarios, okay, with the Lakers, okay? Okay, scenario one. They say, or they can go a couple of different ways, right? Scenario one, let's just talk about, let's say the Lakers get a big free agent, right? Let's say they able to finesse a Jimmy Butler in there, okay? They're able to get a Jimmy Butler, okay? They able to get, that's the only one I really see they can get. Because Tobias Harris ain't no max guy. Tobias Harris might get the max. So, okay, let's say they get Jimmy Butler somehow, some way. Let's say they get Anthony Davis to waive his $4 million thing, okay? Okay, Anthony Davis. We get Jimmy Butler, LeBron, and we get Anthony Davis, right? So that gives you Jimmy Butler, LeBron, Anthony Davis, Mo Wagner. It's a couple other guys. I only got 5 guys on the team, not including Jimmy Butler. Let's say Jimmy Butler go there. We plug Jimmy Butler in. So NBA rules say you get a mid-level exception. That's around 4.8. Ali, I see you. King of my hood, Texas. What's going on? You get a 4.8, right? All right, so who do you want to spend your 4.8 trade exception on, right? I'm not sure. But let's say you want to spend it on. Let's say you want to spend it on. You got many ways you can do this. Let's say you want to spend your trade exemption since in this scenario we're gonna take Jimmy Butler, right? We don't need Trevor Ariza then if we got Jimmy Butler for our trade exception. Our trade exception needs to be somebody that may start, right? Maybe we say, you know what, Patrick Beverly, come on down. Okay? Nah, Melo not getting a 4.8. He going for the vet minimum. That's not even gonna happen. Let's say Patrick Beverly gonna be our trade exception. Okay, those just in this hypothetical. So you got Patrick Beverly who can hit his open shots and can defend. He can hit his open shots for the most part. You got Jimmy Butler at the 2. You got LeBron at the 3. You got AD at the 4. You got Kyle Kuzma at the 5. I mean, you got AD at the 4, Kyle Kuzma at the 5, AD at the. I mean, you got AD at the 5 and Kyle Kuzma at the 4. That's a good lineup right there. So then again, we filled out. We used our rest our cap money to get Jimmy Butler. We use our mid-level exception to get Patrick Beverly. Now we go down and look at a guy like JJ Redick. Okay, we try to sign JJ Redick to a deal. Okay, JJ Redick, you made $20-some million this year. You made $20-some million the year before. Hey, don't you want to come run the ring in LA? Hey, just take the vet minimum. Cool. Bam. Rudy Gay, you made a ton of money in this league. Take the vet minimum. Boom. Bang. That's cool right there. Then you look at somebody to back up Anthony Davis. We know he injury prone, right? You look at to fill up your roster with somebody else. You look at Costa Kufa, okay? Kevon Looney gonna want to get paid. He got a couple championships. So we just looking at guys that possibly want. Hey, Paul Millsap. I think he may have a player option, but if Paul Millsap is a free agent, hey, Paul Millsap, come here and make a couple dollars. You made $20 million last season or 30, whatever you made last season. Come here, get a ring. Paul Millsap. And then looking at a center, the backup AD that's going to play some minutes. Look at Kyle O'Quinn. They say he a free agent on here. The center. Maybe you look at Robin Lopez and say you want to win. So the Lakers can become a championship team if done right. It's easy because it's not easy, but they have to convince guys like Rudy Gay, JJ Redick, Patrick Beverly take the veterans minimum. You gotta convince guys. Okay, let's get together to win. If they get Patrick Beverly to get in that starting five with Jimmy Butler, then you go down and say, okay, Rudy Gay, you want to come for cheap? JJ Redick, you want to come from cheap? Rodney McGruder, you want to come from cheap? Paul Millsap, you made whatever you made last year, a ton of money. You want to come play here and try to win a championship? Last thing to do on your bucket list, you 34 years old. You know what I'm saying? If you're able to round that off with them, and if you want to bring Rondo, Lance Stevenson back, I think the Lakers got a chance to be a championship caliber team if done right. But then again, in another scenario, maybe they don't want to use their cap space on Jimmy Butler. Maybe they don't. Maybe they say we want to break it down and get some of them guys anyway. Maybe some of them guys don't want to take the veterans minimum. But I see a few guys they can convince. Jabari Parker, you can use a veteran minimum on him. I mean, but they got so many options. That's what I'm trying to say. The Lakers got so many options to do things. If this is a functional organization, if this isn't the clown show they said, the Lakers could mold themselves into a championship caliber team if done right. What you need around LeBron and AD is defenders and shot makers, shot takers and shot makers. You might not get Brook Lopez. You don't want to spend your cap on Brook Lopez because Brook Lopez and Anthony Davis not going to play a lot together. You might say, I'll take Robin to back him up. Or I try to take DeAndre Jordan and come back to here for the cheap. It's all about shooters and depth. If they able to put Rudy Gay, JJ Redick, or Danny Green, or Jeff Green, or Derrick Rose on their bench, yeah, they'll be older. Or Jamal Crawford on their bench, they're going to have an old bench. Because ain't no young niggas, maybe other than TJ McConnell, ain't no young dudes coming to play with the Lakers for cheap. They still about their money. So you probably going to have a veteran bench. And that's cool. That's cool to have a veteran bench because the Lakers got a 2-3 year window. The depth is going, and just like MR said, the depth is the most important thing. Look at the Golden State Warriors. Even going back last year, you look at them. They still need a guy like, what's the dude that won a championship with the Toronto this year? Patrick McCaw. He played some. Ian Clark at one point made some big shots in the playoffs. You know, Iguodala played a big role for the Golden State Warriors. You know, Kevon Looney all of a sudden became a household name. Jerebko gave him big playoff. That 1-5 is cool, but 5 down to 12, you need that. Yeah, you got to bring back JaVale McGee. You need that 5 through 12, that 6 through 12 type of talent. And who I would call is a guy like I said, I look at Derrick Rose, Rudy Gay to back up some guys up, JJ Redick. Those would be the first 3 calls I made. JJ Redick, Rudy Gay, Derrick Rose. If I couldn't get JJ Redick, I called Danny Green. You know what I'm saying? I'm looking at shooters. You know what I'm saying? Maybe I might bring back Tyson Chandler. Or maybe I might call Robin Lopez up. Maybe I might say, okay, I got $23 million. Maybe I go offer Michael Brogdon 12 or 15 million. I don't think he's gonna be a max player. Maybe I give him half the money I got left. Malcolm Brogdon is an excellent player to play next to LeBron. He can handle, he can run the offense when need be. He can hit open shots. He can defend his position. That's gonna be the key thing around Anthony Davis and LeBron is defense. Contrary to what people believe, they can say Anthony Davis averaged 2-3 blocks a game, this many rebounds. The motherfucker is not a great on-ball defender. Okay? He can man the middle a little bit, but he light in the ass. Melo, I mean, you can add Melo onto the team, but he's not going to contribute that much. To me, I'm looking at Rudy Gay. And in my opinion, Rondo don't fit the team. Because Rondo can't shoot. When you're playing with LeBron, you need a Daniel Boobie Gibson, Damon Jones, Mario Trump. You need that nigga that can shoot on the outside. If you could defend your position and you can shoot as a point guard with LeBron, LeBron don't need you to be a facilitator. At the end of the day, that's over with. Rondo and AD. That was in New Orleans. Wasn't no LeBron there. Rondo is a floor general. He's a playmaker. LeBron is the same thing. LeBron want to be the point forward. Now, if LeBron off the floor, you want Rondo and AD to do their thing, hey, that's cool. But if you're talking about in winning time situations, Rondo and LeBron James is a conflict of interest. He's not perfect for you guys because he can't fucking shoot. When you talking about game winning time, LeBron out there, he wants the ball. He driving. He kick it out to Rondo. What Rondo going to take 2 dribbles in and shoot from the elbow and still might miss? Austin Rivers, I'll take him before Rondo on this team. But Rondo can't defend his position. When you're playing with LeBron, you need a shooter from the point guard position. They can bring Rondo back. But Rondo is best with the ball in his hands. Well, LeBron is. He best with the ball in his hands. Why didn't Lonzo and LeBron work? Because they both was point guards. They both need the ball in their hand. I told people that was a terrible team they put together last year. Rondo, Lance Stevenson, they put all these players. You need shooters. Even if they went out there and put fucking JJ Redick at the fucking point at the point guard, he's still gonna be a glorified 2 guard. Troy Daniels is a good player. Troy Daniels is a really good cheap player. He can heat up cheaply, especially you put him with a good team. Ian Clark, he won a championship or 2. He can shoot really good. You know what I'm saying? You don't need that playmaker. Maybe LeBron go out. You need that playmaker point guard that can come in and man in the middle. But as far as a starting caliber point guard, LeBron don't need that. Now, if you tell me LeBron off the floor, you need somebody to come in and facilitate the offense, then yeah, Rondo come in, play the minutes and play the games LeBron don't play. But really, that's a conflict of interest right there. You need niggas that can stretch the floor of LeBron. He said LeBron is playing off the ball. That's why LeBron not playing off the ball. Not since Luke Walton gone. LeBron only played off the ball because that was Luke Walton offense. That will not be the case with Vogel. LeBron is about to run over Frank Vogel. LeBron about to be bringing the ball up the court. LeBron about to go back to LeBron ISO basketball. 1-on-5, put my head down, kick it out, facilitate. That shit over with that Luke Walton was running. Brandon, draw the play up, draw the The last game of the shot up for Brandon Ingram, that shit out the window. That shit gone. That shit is gone. LeBron is about to be back to LeBron offense. Rondo is a good guy to bring in when LeBron is on the bench to facilitate the offense. But then again, I get Derrick Rose in there for the cheap. But then again, you worry about his durability. But the Lakers got so many options to build a championship team. It's wide open in the West. They got so many options that they can convince people to come there. If they do it right, tell you, whoever they choose to get as their big free agent, it'll be a 10 to 15 million type of guy. Maybe Brogdon, maybe Bogdanovic, maybe somebody like that. Rose isn't a good shooter. He better than Rondo. Rose better than Rondo. Tell you that shit right now. He probably on par with Darren Collison. He better than Rondo. Rondo can't hit the side of a barn. Rose better than Rondo. Rose will hit that elbow shot. You know what I'm saying? Rose ain't scared to shoot that hoe. Hey, I like Gerald Green. That's a good fit. You stick him in that corner, he a good fit. Real Troy. I love Troy Daniels. You get him for a Tootsie Pop. Troy Daniels can heat that hoe up. When you get Troy Daniels can feel that bitch. Troy Daniels with more experience and more seasons can win you a game. That Joker get hot. He just been in Phoenix, you know what I'm saying? But that Joker get hot. I like Troy Daniels. Underrated guy. That's one of the guys I'll be calling too. If I couldn't get JJ Redick, I'd probably look at Austin Rivers, Darnell. That's an easy guy to make. Easy call to make. Austin Rivers is shown to shoot a lot better this year, and he can defend his position. Hell no, Blake Griffin ain't free. I wish that motherfucker was. Blake Griffin ain't coming to play on no cheap though. Blake Griffin making damn near $35 million this year. I'm a Piston fan. But the way Blake Griffin playing now, he played more like LeBron. He not just that high athletic, high flying above the rim Blake Griffin no more. Blake Griffin handling the ball, shooting step back threes. You know, too bad the team in Detroit ain't shit around him. But it is what it is. There are shooters the media ain't mentioned. Yeah, Troy Daniels. I mean, she got a ton of motherfuckers. I mean, you know, but it's hard to keep up with everybody a free agent, man. Austin Rivers shooting the ball better. Terrence Ross is out there. He probably gonna want to get paid though. Terrence Ross, Shabronsky from Washington look like to be a free agent. Wayne Ellington out there. Alonzo Tier. They probably gonna bring him back to New York. If they don't, if he really a free agent, this list accurate, they'll fool there and bring him back. I mean, you got guys. You got guys out there. Oh shit, Thaddeus Young is a free agent. If he take a little bit less, I mean, that'll be a good look for them. I like Thaddeus Young. I liked him since Philly. Millsap can shoot it. He out there. Rodney Magruder, another shooter. He out there. Trey Lyles from Denver looked to be a free agent. He got a good mid range. I think he can stand out the three. Jeremy Lamb is another guy. I think he been mentioned though. Frank Kaminsky might be a fit. He can shoot it a little bit from the 4 and 5 position. Jonas Jerebko, he's shown he can shoot it a little bit. Shit, if you really desperate, R.J. Hunter, Devon House is out there. He can shoot it. Rodney Hood is out there. He gonna cash in this year though. He can shoot it. Jeff Green out there. Danny Green, Gerald Green, JaMychal Green. He can shoot it. Taj Gibson out there. He'd be a good fit. He can shoot it. Rudy Gay can shoot it. If you're really desperate, Jimmy Frenette, Finley Smith can shoot it a little bit. Shit, you got a hell of shooters out there. Jared Dudley, he can give you a couple minutes. He still can shoot it. Luol Deng, I don't even know why he's still in the league. Sam Ducker can shoot it. He really ain't been doing shit. Jamal Crawford out there. Quinn Cook and Clark out there. I mean, you got some guys. Wilson Chandler, shout out to Ben Harbor, Michigan. Kentavious Caldwell Pope, if he want to take less. Reggie Bullock still out there for the Lakers. They can re-up with him. They can re-up with him and still go over the cap because he was on the roster last year. You know, they can go into the luxury cap and bring Reggie Bullock back. That's a no-burner for me. And you can pay him whatever he wants. Harrison Barnes might be a free agent, so Seth Curry, another guy out there. Mirotic is a good fit. I don't know how much he's gonna get on DeAndre Jordan. They probably won't look to DeAndre Jordan. You know, if he cheap, they might. I think DeAndre Jordan, you know, he might be looked at in Brooklyn. He might get it. Brooklyn need DeAndre Jordan. You know what I'm saying? Brooklyn get DeAndre Jordan, man. That's a good look because they weak in the middle. If Kevin Durant go to Brooklyn and he get healthy and Kyrie, they might be looking at him. You know, D'Angelo Russell, he can't go back to LA. He like the Tekashi 6ix9ine out there. He can't. They might let Tekashi 6ix9ine come back. They let Alpo. Alpo was a cold blooded murderer. Tekashi 6ix9ine ain't no killer. Yeah, we talked about it earlier as well a minute ago. Alex Burke, yeah, I like Alex Burke. Good slasher. I think if he could improve his 3-point shooting, he a good fit. He cheap too. Alex Burke just don't never get enough burn. He always injured. Elite rebounding is just as important. But then again, you ain't gonna be able to play DeAndre Jordan and Anthony Davis on a lot of nights together. You know what I'm saying? They don't want Anthony Davis out there chasing the stretch fours, even though he can. But the nigga need to put some weight on. He need to come eat at my house. Nick Young, I'm straight, man. That nigga just, him and DeAndre Russell, them niggas just bad luck. Like, Jimmy Butler can't go to the Warriors. They don't got enough cap room. That ain't gonna happen unless he go for the cheap, the veterans minimum. But we'll see, man. I heard no free agent wanted to go to LA, but it's different when you got Anthony Davis there now. Had they got a better coach, you know, I don't know who, you know, had they got a premier coach who people respected, this shit could have been super different. Super different for the Lakers. The Lakers probably could have sold a tampon to a hooker. If they got a coach, if they was able to get Doc Rivers, if they was able to get a coach that if they able to get Coach K over there, free agents would have came for the Kobe might have resuited back up. Kobe might have resuited back up. So for them, you gotta see who really want to go over there. Yeah, Frank Vogel was good in Indiana, good defensive coach, but people don't respect him. You know, but to kind of talk about Brooklyn a little bit, and Avery Johnson, he interviewed for the Sixers. He didn't do good in Alabama, but I like Avery Johnson, man. But D'Angelo Russell, I still don't understand why unless Russell was a problem in the locker room, it don't look like they had a chemistry problem in Brooklyn. I think Brooklyn is fucking up chemistry they don't need to mess up. Okay, it ain't like Kyrie Irving, fucking John Stockton or Isaiah Thomas or Oscar or Magic or no shit like that. Kyrie Irving, man, they messing up some good chemistry. You know, you got a good pound cake recipe your grandma got, and you try to fuck with it, put a little cinnamon or put a little bit extra butter or a little whatever fuck buttermilk in there to make it more moist. You done fuck the pound cake up, trying to put your own twist on instead of follow the recipe. Brooklyn should just pay D'Angelo Russell, pay Karis LeVert. I think he a restricted free agent, or keep them, and they should just try to add Kevin Durant. I didn't see Jeff Teague on the list. He may be. That Brooklyn should just ride it out with Russell. Just because you got money, and I said this on another stream, it's like having extra money to spend. You know, you just got $100 as a kid or as an adult. Don't matter. You got $100 burning your pocket. You just buying shit you don't need. You know what I'm saying? Like a girl with $100 just buying shit in Bath and Body Works she don't need. I ain't gonna front. I'll shop there too. They got eucalyptus shit. They got candles. I like my house to smell good. I got a dog, and my dog don't live outside. They got men's collection. You know what I'm saying? I got the lotion, the teak wood. I got the whole shebang. I stay in Bath and Body Works with my girl. That's our store. Nigga like to smell good. And I also got the polo red. I think I got the polo black. I gotta get the purple. I had the Izzy Miyake and shit like that. Armani black. That's the shit. You know what I'm saying? I got Gucci Guilty. I ain't wore that shit since the Gucci shit. But I got it. I got Unforgivable Shine John. I got Cool. I got the whole shebang. Cologne collection crazy. Okay? I just don't understand them getting, replacing Kyrie Irving with D'Angelo Russell. This nigga just destroyed a locker room in Boston. And you got a good thing going. But I mean, Brooklyn is, if this shit don't work out, Brooklyn is stupid. At least D'Angelo Russell is a more willing defender than Kyrie. I just don't understand it. And maybe they feel like we get Kyrie, we get Kevin Durant too. All right, fair game. Fair game. KD ain't going to Milwaukee. He going to New York. Somewhere, Brooklyn, Manhattan. He going one of them two. you know. But like I said before, man, the Lakers can hit this shit out. They got so many options, bro. I didn't understand. I didn't realize how many options the Lakers actually had. The Lakers really could build a championship caliber team. The Lakers can build a championship caliber team right now if they play their cards right. Do you trust Rob Pelinka / Kobe Bryant and Kurt Rambis and Linda Rambis and the rest of them to get, man? The Lakers can really get a royal. They can really run the West next year. Now, the problem, before I get into the Kawhi Leonard, the problem with the Lakers, okay? The problem with the Lakers is this, okay? Jello's still out there. He fooling. Allen Henderson, I see you. The problem with Melo, no. Melo like adding Boogie Cousins to OTO team. Bad omen. The Lakers got an opportunity to smash it out the park. They got so many options. So many options. So many options. You got multiple options to get in there. You say, okay, JJ, Rudy Gay, Troy Daniels, Gerald Green, Jeff Green, Derrick Rose, Patrick Beverly, okay? Damari Carroll's out there. Paul Millsap may be out there. You got so many options. And then you got Robin Lopez, Brooke Lopez, DeAndre Jordan, okay? Malcolm Brogdon, Jimmy Butler, Bojanovic, Mirotic. All you got to hit is on 2 or 3 of them. J.J. Redick, T.J. McConnell. All you got to hit is on 2 or 3 of them. Because you sign 2 or 3 of them, you can go over the cap for Reggie Bullock. You can bring back Rajon Rondo. You can bring back Lance Stevenson. You can bring back Kentavious Caldwell-Pope and go over the cap and go to the luxury tax. Jeannie Buss got it. You can fill out that team. If they fuck this up, the Lakers, if they fuck this up, it wouldn't surprise me. Okay? They had a 2-year window to win a championship. It wouldn't surprise me if they mess this up. They got so many options. Danny Green, J.J. Redick, for the cheap. But the biggest problem they going to have, Jamal Crawford too. The biggest problem they going to have is the durability of LeBron James, the durability of Anthony Davis. And you get those veterans, I think Rudy Gay had a knee injury. J.J. Redick ain't a spring chicken. Okay? So you need somewhat of a youth movement. You might want to squeeze a Troy Daniels in there. You might want to squeeze a T.J. McCollum in there. You want more of a youth movement. You're going to need to hit the second round pick too. You're going to need to hit the second round pick too. That's just what it is. You're going to need to get somebody young in there that got some spring in their leg. But Bullock is pretty young. He is a sharpshooter. Kentavious Caldwell-Pope, he's streaky, but he can defend. So I'm already thinking like, okay, once I'm over the cap, I can sign them and go into luxury tax. So I'm gonna tell Bullock and Caldwell-Pope, hold on. Rajon Rondo, hold on. Lance Stevenson, hey, if you want to go somewhere, but them 3, Rajon Rondo, KCP, and Bullock, I'm gonna tell them to hold on. Boom, them 3, hold on. Redick, okay, boom, we can get ready. If not, bam, I call Danny Green. Bam, I can get Danny Green. Then I go, man, Troy Daniels. Bam, I get Troy Daniels for a little cheap. Rodney McGruder. Bam, I get him for the cheap. So many shooter options they got. Big man options. Robin Lopez. Who don't want to play in LA? He from somewhere up there by Stanford, North California, I think. The Lakers can't fuck this up. I can't see it, but injuries is a key for them. They got to get somewhat of a youth movement too. You know what I'm saying? They got to get Mo Wagner in the fold. They got to get Bullock still in the fold because LeBron ain't no 82 game player no more. He gonna need his rest. And I don't believe Anthony Davis ever played 82 games. But as we speak right now, Anthony Davis, Terrence Ross, another one. Anthony Davis need to get in the weight room. Anthony Davis need to be doing whatever LeBron James do. Oh, he's from Northridge. Okay, that's in LA. That's Southern California, I believe. But I was gonna go to California Northridge in school. Tyler Johnson, I'm not sure. He might be restricted. I didn't see him on the list. I could have skipped him. But and health gonna be a big key. Anthony Davis needs to be in the gym with LeBron. Anthony Brett Davis needs to put about real talk. He might need to put about 20 pounds on him. I know they say he 270, bro. He the thinnest 270 I've ever seen in my fucking life. He need to put some weight on him. Every year, he tearing his knee up. He tearing his ankle up. My back, my ass, my titties, my nipple, my belly button, my chin, my eye. That nigga got an injury you ain't never heard of. Oh, Anthony Davis is out 2 weeks with a hyperextended eyebrow. You be like, nigga, hyperextended eyebrow. You like, nigga, can you get it? You be like, what? Trust me, I play him in FanDuel. Motherfucker, you see that little yellow sign come up on him or red, he out, you be mad at the motherfucker. LeBron definitely played 670 games in the last 3-4 years. Okay. Not last year. Anthony Davis, man, that nigga's a China doll. What's that nigga from Samuel Jackson played in what Glass and Unbreakable? He that nigga in the wheelchair. You probably right. They probably need to go out there and spend the money on DeAndre Jordan. You actually whoever said that, MR, you definitely right. Dwight Howard, bad omen. He got a player option though. Let's say bought him out. Trevor Ariza, yeah. If I'm Houston, I think I'm giving him a call first. Hey Trevor, you want this veterans minimum? Come back. If I'm Houston, that's the first nigga I'm on the phone horn with. Hey, Trevor Ariza, what you doing? Got any plans tonight, buddy? If I'm Houston, if this is Houston year, okay, whatever they choose to do with Chris Paul, whatever they want to do, if they looking at trying to get rid of Chris Paul, you looking at Miami. You might take D Waiters back, but what if you can get Josh Richardson in a deal? If you looking at Orlando, trying to do a signing deal for Vujovic, if you can get off Clint Capella, all right. If I'm Orlando, if I'm Houston, I'm trying to get Chris Paul off. I'm looking at New York, they desperate. I said Rudy Gay already. If I'm looking at New York, they desperate. They got 80. They got the most cap space, almost 80 million in cap. Hey, you need Chris Paul. Hey, just go ahead and give me Dennis Smith Jr. Okay? I don't even want Kevin Knox and Mitchell Robinson. Hey, that's a fair deal. Give me Dennis Smith Jr. for Chris Paul. You clear that $40 million in cap space up. I try to bring back Trevor Ariza back, and I try to fill that motherfucker roster. They trading Clint Capella to Boston. Houston year next year, but they gonna need Trevor Ariza. Wesley Matthews too. I said him already too. They gonna need Trevor Ariza. I'm telling you, because they need somebody that can guard LeBron. PJ Tucker, he can hold him for a second. LeBron older, but Trevor Ariza is a major key for them. I'm looking to give away Eric Gordon. I'm looking to give away Eric Gordon too. Fuck him. You know, I'm looking at who got trade Eric Gordon to. Who need Eric Gordon? I don't know who need him, but I'm looking to trade for him. You know, maybe you call Memphis. You know, you gonna take that Chandler Parsons contract back, but shit, maybe I'm looking at Memphis and say, okay, give me him, and I don't know who else they got. You know, but you need to get somebody in return. Houston, if Houston make the right moves this year, man, they should be able to get there, but they need Trevor Ariza. JJ Redick could be huge for Houston. Huge for Houston. You know what I'm saying? They need to get Chris Paul off. Chris Paul, he no good with Mike D'Antoni. If you're gonna make James Harden play on the ball 24/7, with Chris Paul, Mike D'Antoni should be able to get Chris Paul, get James Harden a lot of easier buckets with Chris Paul being the point guard and James Harden off the ball. Hell no, they shouldn't trade Michael Porter Jr. That'd be the dumbest shit they did. Denver better keep that boy. That boy, bad boy. If he get healthy, he don't have no trade value because his health. But if he come back, I wouldn't trade Michael Porter Jr. for all the tea in China. That's a bad motherfucker. I think he would have been better than Luka Doncic and Trae Young this year had he been healthy. Then again, he would never slid down to Denver. That nigga like a light-skinned Durant. That's a bad boy. If Michael Porter Jr. come out next year balling for Denver, Denver gonna take the West. But Denver got a log jam at that 2 and 3 spot. I mean, Will Barton, Gary Harris, Craig, Morris, Beasley. Yeah, they definitely gonna have to make a deal. They got the most depth in the West. Anthony Davis can't do shit with Jokic, and Jokic can't do nothing with Davis on offensive end. That's a wash. But they got Will Barton, Gary Harris to throw at LeBron, Craig B. Denver is a bad matchup for the Lakers, even with Anthony Davis. Because Jamal Murray gonna get better. That's another team that can make a deal. Denver. Denver got so many assets, bro. They can make a deal. If I'm Denver and somebody giving away a star, man, I'll be looking at getting one of them somebody out there. I don't know who out there available, but I'll be looking at pry a Devin Booker away from Phoenix. If I'm Denver, I look to making a deal for Devin Booker. Imagine Devin Booker, Jamal Murray, Michael Porter Jr., and Jokic. Oh, that shit's spicy. No, Jamal Murray and CP3 too small to be a backcourt. They're gonna be like fucking McCollum and Damian Lillard. If I'm Denver, I'm going for Devin Booker, bro. If I'm Denver, hey man, I give my next 3 draft picks for that nigga. I give him what you want: Will Barton, Gary Harris. Who you want? Anybody but Murray and Jokic and Porter. You put Jamal Murray, Devin Booker, Michael Porter, and Jokic. Ooh, man, that man. Ooh, I'm sounding like Shannon Sharp. Those motherfuckers be dope. Denver need to go ahead and make that call. Man, ooh, boy, they'd be out cold. Denver be out cold in a motherfucker, man. You put Booker and Jamal Murray in the backcourt, man. Any one of them niggas can go for 50 at the blink of an eye. Ooh, them niggas in Mile High. Ooh, shit. That'd be a motherfucking problem out west. Them niggas would be a problem. Jokic, that fits. So I don't know how Porter gonna fit, but even if I give up Porter to get Booker, I would. That's the scenario I would. But Jokic dishing that ball to Murray and the ball movement that they got over there with Murray and Booker coming off screen. Ooh, man, Denver, man, I'm Denver right now. I'm on the phone with him. I'm on who you want, who you need. I'm your man indeed. Denver get fucking Devin Booker with Jamal Murray and Jokic. Ooh, and them niggas defend. At least Booker and Murray do. Jonte Porter, I gotta check him out. Ooh, man, that's a bad motherfucker right there. But Denver as is a bad motherfucker. But they need to add, they need to consolidate. They got too many 2s and 3s. Gary Harris, Will Barton, Morris, Beasley, Porter, and Craig. They got too many 2s and 3s. And that sounds crazy, but they need to consolidate. You know, maybe go try to get Jaylen Brown or some shit from Boston. You know, who else you got out there? I'm drawing the blank as far as the teams. Maybe Toronto want to blow it up. You might go trade for if Kawhi, maybe you want to go get Pascal Siakam over there. I mean, maybe you call it Clippers, but I think Gallinari played over there a couple years ago. I think if I'm not mistaken. You know, so before I get to the Kawhi Leonard and close it out, the teams I like in the West, I love Sacramento going forward. De'Aaron Fox, oh, he a bad boy. Ain't that boy De'Aaron Fox a bad motherfucker? I like Fox. I like Marvin Bagley. I ain't like the Duke prospect in a long time. But Marvin Bagley, bad motherfucker. Bad. But I love me some Marvin Bagley. Okay? I remember he was at the Drew League and somebody dunked on him, but the nigga still got like 20 and 20 or 30 and 30. The Sacramento Kings, if Luke Walton, if he can coach a little bit, the Kings should be in the playoffs next year. Out of the young teams, the Kings should be a 8 through 6 seed next year. Really, I got 5th season ambitions for them. Really, they got they got that weak ass coach up out of there. I love Sacramento. I love what they do. Would you take it? Would it take to trade for Cat? I don't know. Should I be trying to get motherfucking Andrew Wiggins out of there? You know, you don't want to trade Cat. You traded the big ticket Kevin Garnett already. But if I had to trade Cat, I don't know. You know, if I'm Sacramento, maybe I'm calling about Karl Anthony Towns. But really, do I want to give up Marvin Bagley? He a technician. Maybe if you Chicago, they looking to give away Chris Dunn. Well, Zach LaVine and Chris Dunn came from Minnesota, so no. It depends who. Maybe if you Indiana, I don't know what they got to give up. You say Miles Turner, good defensive big guy, give him a few draft picks. I don't know, but Memphis, they gonna be in a lottery for maybe one of the players, John Morant and Karl Anthony, but they ain't got the. I don't know who got the firepower to trade for Karl Anthony Towns though. That's the problem. Houston, Clint Capella, Chris Paul, maybe a 3-team trade. But who really got the firepower to trade for Karl Anthony Towns? I don't see nobody that's in. I can't think of nobody that's in position to trade for him. Milwaukee. If they want Milwaukee, if you want to try to sign and trade Brook Lopez and that, he don't want to go up to Minnesota. Nigga from California, unless they paying them big bucks. You paying them big bucks in Minnesota, you go up there, put them up there, and maybe I don't know, man. I don't know what team would be good for him. But Kawhi Leonard was having some fun today, and I'll take a Q&A in a minute. At the parade, I heard they got to shooting at the Toronto parade. So I heard 3 was arrested. I think maybe 4 was shot, 3 was shot. Hopefully they get better, but I think he going to LA. Okay, I don't have no inside information since a couple weeks ago since they won it, but he said they hired Luka overseas coach and they wouldn't let him get Luka and Devin Booker together. Yeah, he gone. You talking about Luka? The nigga from last year, he gone. Suns fired him. I don't know who they hired. Monty Williams. I think that'd be a good fit over there. But yeah, Luka and Devin Booker would have been. They should have got Luka with Luka. DeAndre Ayton, he was over there tweaking. I don't know if Jay Crowder free agent. I would want him. He on the mellow list. But they should let him get Luka. Luka and Booker would have been nice. It's a guards league. DeAndre Ayton came over there like, I'm the leader of this team. Like, nigga, what? You talking to a nigga over there that scores 70 fucking points in the game, if my memory serves me correct. And you coming over here talking about you the leader of the team, man, shit, DeAndre Ayton put up solid numbers last year, but hell no. Niggas like him, Andre Drummond, niggas like that, them big niggas is dying. I would have put Luka. I told niggas, the 2 guys I liked last year in the draft was Luka Doncic, and I like Luka Doncic, and I liked Michael Porter Jr. Luka Doncic, but I knew it, bro. When I watched this tape, I said, hold on. I said, ooh, this white boy could play. And I said he was an MVP. I said, oh yeah, he ain't no hype. This ain't no, what's that nigga that played for the Jazz that was hired by Kobe Bryant agent, Dante Exum. This ain't no Dante Exum. Yeah, I like Bola Bola. My sleeper, Kevin Porter Jr. It was Bola Bola, Ozo Lord above. But Kevin Porter Jr., man, he reminded me of like a James Harden type. He is left-handed, though. But with Kawhi Leonard, I think Kawhi Leonard going to L.A. I think he's going out to the Clippers. They got all that cap space. I don't think he want to be in Toronto. He don't want to be in the cold. And I think ultimately what's going to open it up for him to lead Toronto, and I don't know. All right, I don't know who's going to bust the move first. Is Masai Ujiri, the general manager? If he leads Toronto, he gonna make it where he gonna make it comfortable for Kawhi Leonard to lead. Now, if Kawhi Leonard stay, I think, and Ujiri wait for Kawhi Leonard's decision. All right, Masai Ujiri gonna stay, and they gonna probably move Kyle Lowry. All right, but if Masai Ujiri he bust up, Kevin Kawhi Leonard gone. He said Kevin Porter can go. Hope he land on a good spot. He coming to the Pistons, dog. Don't even worry about that. We got a spot for him in Detroit. He coming to the Pistons. I'm gonna speak it into existence. He coming to the Pistons. He coming to the Pistons. Kevin Porter coming to the Pistons. Speak it, believe it, become it. We speak that shit in existence all week. Kevin Porter is coming to the Pistons. I don't care what he did in college to get kicked off. Don't worry, whatever you do bad in Detroit, Trick gonna clean it up. Why would they get rid of Lowry? Shit, why wouldn't they get rid of Lowry? Crazy as hell. Man, that lackey, that motherfucker's a lackey. He made it extremely hard on that nigga Kawhi. All playoffs. He had a couple good games. He had a couple good games in Milwaukee. I trade that nigga in a minute. He on the last 1 year deal of $33 million. Man, please. That nigga be move. I'll be moving that nigga. I'll be moving him the fuck right on out of there. He'd be gone. You know what I'm saying? I'd be calling Memphis up. Hey, Memphis. I know we couldn't get Michael Conley last year. Shit, Michael Conley would be a tremendous upgrade over Kyle Lowry, bro. Even at this point. I think he tore his Achilles out too, I think. Was it his ACL? Man, shit. Kyle Lowry, man. Instead of Kyle Lowry making it easy on Kawhi Leonard in the playoffs, that motherfucker put a piano on that nigga back, like, go win the championship. Man, I move the fuck out of Kyle Lowry. He on a 1 year, he got 1 year left, 33. I'll be moving the fuck out of that nigga. I go find a sucker to take his contract. Orlando, what y'all niggas doing? You know what I'm saying? Shit, I go, Miami, what you niggas doing? Man, shit. Kawhi Leonard thinking the same thing. Like, man, this nigga Kyle Lowry, man, he ain't about to be working my fucking leg injury. I'm out of here. Shit, that nigga sitting next to Kyle Lowry, like, and the press got like, how I win the championship with this nigga? I'm the GOAT. Shit, LeBron couldn't win a championship with Kyle Lowry. LeBron been to choke that nigga. LeBron been to choked him. He would have had a way worse reaction with J.R. Smith. Like LeBron kicking to Kyle Lowry to win the finals. Kyle Lowry airball that. Man, LeBron James been to caught a body on the courts. And he would have beat the case. How do you plead in the premeditated murder in the first degree of Kyle Lowry? Innocent. That nigga be like OJ. If the glove don't fit, you must acquit. That nigga LeBron to get off too. His LeBron tars be like, you know, I know LeBron killed him, but you know, Kyle Lowry suck. You know, I couldn't even play. Man, shit. That nigga Kawhi Leonard already packed his bags. They're like, Kawhi, why you leaving? He gonna do a document. He gonna do a biopic or some shit after he leave or some shit, or autobiography or some shit, whatever you call it. He gonna, hey, Kawhi, you know, why did you leave Toronto? Hell, shit, Kyle Lowry. And the Kyle Lowry. Shit. He said, so who makes it to the finals next year? Shit, it's wide open, bro. You know, what if Milwaukee regresses some shit? You know what I'm saying? Um, but man, the East, I think. What if Indiana? What if Indiana put D'Angelo Russell with Victor Oladipo? He come back good. They bring back Thaddeus Young. Sabonis a stud, I think, in the making. And they bring back and they got Miles Turner could be healthy. Low key, if they add D'Angelo Russell to Indiana, and maybe they can replace Bojanovic with a good shooter. Call me crazy. I'm probably if this is if Kawhi Leonard move out west or leave Toronto. I'm gonna say Indiana in my top two. That's if Victor Oladipo get healthy and they get D'Angelo Russell. Indiana in my top two in the East next year. I don't know who's gonna get better, who's gonna get worse. I ain't got a list in front of me. But Milwaukee, the leaders in the clubhouse. But if Indiana's able to get D'Angelo Russell and maybe somehow keep Bojanovic, and they got really good coaching with Nick McMillan. I remember he was a player. Indiana in the two. I don't know if Boston gonna be better. Too much mental damage being done. I don't even think some of them players even want to come back and play there. Now I heard they can move for Mike Conley if Kyrie leave, but in my opinion, I heard Horford might leave. They might try to get Clint Capella. They preparing for that. That team might look different. But if Victor Oladipo come back healthy and they add D'Angelo Russell and Miles Turner healthy, they keep Thaddeus and Sabonis, and I like Indiana second in the East next year. I like Indiana second in the East. That's a big if though. But a lot of things gonna change. Vujovic from Orlando, he gonna be moving because they gonna trade him like an idiot. That he might go to Denver. I mean to Dallas. I think the Houston Rockets gonna make at least mid-major moves. You know what I'm saying? So I kind of feel if D'Angelo Russell can deal with the culture change or the geographical change of going from New York or Brooklyn out to Indiana, that's gonna be I don't know. I don't think Terry Rozier is a fucking difference maker at all. He's a glue guy. Will Raptors make the playoffs without Kawhi Leonard? Yeah, they'll make it. They'll make it. Yep. Now, if you told me Kevin Durant, you tell me Kevin Durant gonna be healthy next year, which he won't, then I would say maybe not. But you look in the East, you say, let me pull it up. You look in the East, I think Kawhi Leonard might have an easier road to get back to the championship with the Raptors. You know what I'm saying? You know, I think he might have a chance to get back to the Raptors. Terry would be a good fit for the Timberwolves. I don't rate that nigga high. I do not rate him high like other people. I remember that motherfucking when they played. I don't know who they played in the third round of the playoffs. No, the second and third. I know they played the Cleveland Cavaliers 2 years ago. That nigga, he stunk up the fucking place. He stunk up the place, bruh. But oh yeah, Philly. I be forgetting about Philly still there. That's if they young people work hard and depend on who they bring back. Philly can rise, they can fall. Uh, I think if Kawhi came back, they'd be the favorite to win it again, especially if they move Kyle Lowry. But Atlanta might make the playoffs next year. I don't see Wizards making it. The Bulls doing too much stupid shit. Miami, yeah, the Raptors will make it. They probably be sixth or fifth seed in the East. He'd be fifth or sixth seed in the East, man. Yeah, that's if Embiid. I said I would trade Joel Embiid, bro. I would trade the fuck out of Joel Embiid, man. And Ben Simmons can't hit shit. Ben Simmons can't hit shit. He said Joel Embiid is the best player in the league. 80, 90%. Embiid is still top five. Yeah, he ain't in my top five, but eh. Being healthy is a big if for him. Joel Embiid at his best, yeah, he's probably second, third best player in the league, but he ain't never at his best. 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 Terry might be the new Kyle Lowry. That's too young to say. I say it's too young. He too young. Too young. I can't say it off one. Kyle Lowry have a repetitive future. They got me about to give my Sirius XM back on for $2. Shit, they know they about to get my stupid ass. I don't care, bro. Sirius and XM radio is the best shit ever to hit the fan, bro. I was gonna pay the 50 for the 6 months, but $2 for 3 months, they got you. If you got an opportunity to get Sirius XM satellite radio, get it, bro. It's the best shit ever. I be listening to Skip and Shannon in the whip, First Take in the whip. I be reggaeing in the whip. They ain't even pay me to promote their ass. Sirius XM satellite radio. Once you go black, you never go back. What do you think the Knicks gonna do, man? It's gonna be a sad day in New York. What Biggie say? It's gonna be a lot of slow singing and flower drinking in New York. There's gonna be a lot. If they get Kevin Durant, even if he out a year, it'll be better than what I think they gonna do. Rozier a beast though, bro. Why you going there so hard on Lard? Man, fuck Kyle Lard. I'll get rid of that nigga, man. That nigga sorry as fuck, bro. What that nigga Lil Reese? He say he play like a fat point guard, bro. And be the most skilled big man ever. Ever? Nah. Nope. 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 No. Nope. Nope. Hakeem Elijah Wan. Hakeem Elijah Wan. Joel Embiid was not the most skilled. Hakeem Elijah Wan. Shit, Patrick Ewing can do shit he can do. He just didn't have a 3-pointer. But I don't need my big man to have a 3-pointer. Shit, he may not be more skilled than Jokic offensively. Defensively, he can. Yeah, defensively, he the truth. Both sides, he ain't a king. He ain't the king. Skill wise, a king. He ain't the king, but Hakeem. Hakeem is the shit. Lou Center was a bad motherfucker. Give me Kareem. I don't think he in the top. He definitely ain't in the top two. You know what I'm saying? Definitely ain't in the top two. Dave Robinson was another motherfucker pretty good. Lonzo was pretty good. You know what? Another motherfucker that was good before he got to the NBA. He was old when he got there. You don't need to hit a step back three. I mean, if Joel Embiid can take so many threes, he may be a more effective big. You don't need a nigga 7 foot hitting no step back threes. That don't do Tim Duncan another one. That don't do you no justice. No justice at all. And this is from a basketball purist before I get off. Your center shooting threes is a detriment to your team. All the great big men. Shaq didn't need a three. The closer you are to the fucking basket, the higher your percentage go. All that 3-point shooting shit they doing today, I don't need my big man to shoot a three. If my big man can dominate in the block like Pat, like Hakeem, Sabonis when he was over in Russia, Tim Duncan, that's just gonna make your team that much better. Tools is more important than threes for a big man. Because one, you taking my nigga away from the basket to rebound the ball and get putbacks. Two, if my big man dominate the paint, he gonna demand double teams. And guess what? He gonna get and ones, and we're gonna get even better 3-point shots from people I want shooting the ball because in this today's league, imagine Draymond Green trying to guard fucking Shaquille O'Neal. Imagine Clint Capella trying to guard Hakeem Olajuwon or Patrick Ewing, even Lonzo before the kidneys. If my big man can give me 2 every time I'm on a block, you can have your threes because you're gonna go best case scenario on a consistent basis in a 7-game series. You may go 40% from 3. If my big nigga down there getting 2, 3, and 1 every time he hit his free throw, then he kicking. That's why Shaquille O'Neal went to Orlando Magic. They won 17, 18 games, then won 41 games the year they got him. The games play inside out. But that's the reason why Philly can't win. If Embiid dominate the block and Ben Simmons develop a mid-range, it's cool. Embiid is not the GOAT big man, bro. You smoking Newport dicks. Embiid not even top 5. He not even top 10. You crazy? He not better than Shaq, Kareem. He not on Wilt level. No. The nigga can't even play a back-to-back. He not better than Kevin McHale, bro. He not even better than Kevin McHale. I ain't saying like Kevin McHale was no bum ass nigga. Okay, excuse me. Kevin McHale, the greatest block technician I ever seen. Hakeem had the flashy footwork, but Kevin McHale was the greatest fucking block technician I ever. If I had to put a tape on and I had a regular big man, I had an average athletic big man, I put Kevin McHale tape on first. Kevin McHale had the drop step. He had to create. Kevin McHale was great. I mean, like I said, man, Kevin McHale, man. Oh my god, the way he used his elbows, the way he was just. Oh man, Kevin McHale was a beautiful post player, man. Man, some of those great players I used to watch, man. Kevin McHale was the shit. Hakeem had the flashy footwork, but Kevin McHale was a technician. Man, just the way he used to Detroit, everything was going on. Way that motherfucker, oh man, I appreciate old school basketball. I appreciate, man, I miss the Ewings, the Alonzos, the David Robinsons. You know, not everybody like Bill Laimbeer and Sam Perkins, the Rick Smiths, the Dale Davis, Antonio Davis, the Oakleys, the Anthony Masons, the deadlift shrimp. I remember he used to stretch it out to 3. The Sean Kemp, the Dominique, Bernard King was Melo. That's who Melo created pattern his game, right? He played just like Bernard King was an animal, man. The NBA, man, the NBA used to be such a great product in the 90s and the 80s. I mean, in the early 2000s, man. I miss the Chris Webbers. I remember Antonio McDyess was maybe a top. At one point, Antonio McDyess was the best player in the league. Arguably, Antonio McDyess in Denver before he fucked his knee up. Man, Joel Embiid wasn't better than Antonio McDyess at his best. Not yet. Antonio McDyess was a terror. Niggas talk about Sean Kemp. Antonio McDyess. McNice. Ooh, Antonio McDyess in Denver, man. Remember Tom Gugliotta, LaFonso Ellis, Stromae Swift. Oh, man. Stevie Francis, Catino Mobley. The league was just jam-packed. Nick Van Exel. Oh, man. Man, the NBA. Allen Houston on Detroit, then he went to Houston. He went to New York. Kenny Anderson. Ooh, Rod Strickland underrated. Nice. Mitch Richmond, Chris Mullins, Tim Hardaway Jr., Penny Hardaway, Nick Anderson, Scott Skiles, Kendall Gill, who calling boxing right now. Shout out to Kendall Gill, tied for the most steals in the game. Man, whoo, Lindsey Hunter, especially when he was young. Joe Dumars. Then, man. Vin Baker was another one. He working at Starbucks, I heard a couple years ago. Nate McMillan, Byron Scott, Michael Thompson, AC Green, virgin ass. Remember Darius Miles, Quentin Richardson, Lamar Odom. They never lived it. DeJuan Wagner was a young animal. Terrell Brandon, Mark Price. Rest in peace, Malik Sealy, David Wesley, Bobby Phillips in Charlotte, late Grandmama Johnson, Muggsy. I used to have a ball, man. It was nothing like watching Harold Miner. It was nothing like watching the NBA in the 90s. Josh Starks, Reggie Miller, Mark Jackson, Jalen Rose. Them motherfucking Heat Knicks series, Pacer Knicks series, Pacer Bulls series, Knicks Bulls. The East was a fucking savage. Now, Mike Bibby probably not no Hall of Famer, but shout out to Mike Bibby, Bobby Jackson. Turkoglu was on that bench. Pedro Stojakovic, Young, Scott Pollard. Remember Greg Ostertag, Jeff Hornacek, John Stockton. Dan Marley, Tom Chambers, Chuck, Charles Barkley, by the way, Sabalis, KJ, Kevin Johnson. I think he the mayor of Sacramento. Woo, man, Rashard. Woo. Oh, man, the NBA, man. The NBA was a great product, man. And a lot of you niggas probably don't understand how great the product of the NBA was. Man, I used to stop my day. We used to turn off Nintendo. We used to stop play baseball Hughes back in the day, playing Rice. Man, we used to stop and watch them Reggie and Michael Jordan battles, man. I love the NBA, man. No, Kevin Martin in the Hall of Fame, but shout out to K Martin. Kenyon Martin. Remember Kenyon Martin? Was it Kenyon Martin, Richard Jefferson, Jason Kidd? They had it on lock. Kerry Kittles. Man. Man. Yeah, Lindsey Hunter coach. He just got a coaching job in college. I think he coached out in Southfield for a minute. Francisco Garcia. I don't know what happened to him, man. He was Puerto Rican, I believe. Yeah, DeJuan Wagner had an illness. He had an illness. DeJuan Wagner had an illness. His career got cut short due to not an injury. It was an illness, I think it was. But man, Terry Mills. What happened to old boy that got killed from the Pistons? His brother killed him on a boat, I think it was. Bison, light-skinned cat. I can't remember his name. He got killed. I think his brother killed him and his wife. Yeah, Chris Webber definitely a Hall of Famer. Chris Webber definitely a Hall of Famer. Chris Webber right now. Chris Webber be the best passing big man right now. Chris Webber went from a super athlete, but Chris Webber can play in today's league easily. Prime Chris Webber a Hall of Famer. Jalen Rose not. Dele, that's his name. I can't remember his name. But Chris Webber Hall of Famer. That's bar none. Chris Webber better than every big man except for a few. I mean, shit, he had a bigger impact than Anthony Davis did. Right now, Chris Webber was leading Sacramento. Well, Sacramento wasn't shit before Chris Webber got there. People forget that. Either Chris Webber's gonna come back to Detroit or go to Sacramento. Oh yeah, I'll take Chris Webber over Jokic. Right now, Jokic's coming. But Chris Webber was nice. Chris Webber was nice. Chris Webber had dished the ball. They won shit before Chris Webber got there. Yeah, Drazen Petrovic, he was one of the best shooters. You ain't lying. Jalen Rose would be a max player for sure. Jalen Rose, man, shit. Remember Travis Best? That little motherfucker, man. Remember TJ Ford? I thought he was so sweet at Texas. He was just too small in the NBA. David Stoudemire. You had a lot of, man, the NBA was packed. The NBA was stuffed. I used to root for Kevin Garnett. Kevin Garnett, Allen Iverson was my favorite players. Mike Larry said, "What's going on? Salute you, bro. Bringing the latest sports news. I know we are talking about Billboard, bro. I like the game about who you see winning. Man, Richard Comey, bro. I take Richard Comey by unanimous decision. Yep, Richard Comey by far. I think Beltron a little shop worn. TJ Foreign had a free year. He was just too small. Persian Doughboy, Steve Smith. Yeah, Steve Smith had a nice game. That's when they had them sweet ass Hawk jerseys. Remember they had the Hawk with the wings spread out across the jersey? I remember he had a half court shot versus the Pistons. My grandma said, I remember her saying this to this day. They should have gave him 4 points for that shot. I remember that shit. They had the colorful inside the arc. It was color. Man, the Hawks had dope jerseys and dope flow. You know, the Hawks had no problem. The Hawks had a dope flow, bro. The Hawks, man. Charlotte had a dope floor too. They had the basketballs at the free throw line, and they had the purple and blue and green inside the arc, man. Yeah, man, for real. Oh, KG, Sam, and Spreewell. Yeah, man, I'll cry with them niggas. I cried when the Lakers beat them niggas, man. I cried, man. KG, man, I hate Boston, but I was happy to see KG get a ring. And people say, well, you got terrible taste in players. Like, nigga, Allen Iverson was a volume shooter. Like, nigga, I don't go off analytics, bro. You know, before I close it, I don't go off of analytics about Allen Iverson. He took so many shots. Man, all I know is I watched a nigga that was 6 foot, 175, 85 pounds on a good day, play 82 games a season. When you got a big ass nigga out in LA, Cleveland, Miami, LeBron James, who's 6'9, 250, 260 on a good day, 270 probably on a really good day. He got to sit out back to backs. I see Kawhi Leonard sitting out. I ain't see Allen Iverson sit out a game while he was healthy. AI played every fucking game. Okay? AI was 6 foot carrying the whole squad on his back. When AI came to Detroit, AI didn't rest. When AI went to Milwaukee, he didn't rest. When AI went to Memphis or Vancouver, he didn't rest. When he went out to play the Clippers, he didn't rest. Shout out to Kiki Vandeweghe. He was doing some general manager. AI was one of the AI is my favorite NBA player of all time by far. I love Zeke, but AI was my favorite player. I don't give a freak about championships. I had the shoes. I wanted to dribble like AI. It wasn't Jordan for me. I grew up in Detroit. We didn't like Jordan. Okay, he cried and had the rules changed against the Pistons. For me, when that nigga Iverson crossed Jordan, nigga, you know how many times me and my people used to try to do that? And nigga Iverson was that nigga. We dressed like Iverson. Niggas wanted to have niggas got their hair braided up like Iverson. We had the headband, the Ivo sleeves, the Ivo. Man, shit. Keith Van Horn was a bad white boy at one point in time. I liked him too. The team Cleveland was sorry as fuck. Remember they drafted that nigga, man. I'd rather have Mo Peterson. And Allen Iverson, man, it wasn't no look here. It wasn't no efficiency rating. It wasn't no PER. It wasn't none of that shit when I watched basketball in the 90s or early 2000s. Wasn't nobody talking about, well, you know, advanced analytics has, you know, Mike Bibby as number one in the league. Shit, man, I take Iverson over Kobe all fucking day. I don't care how many rings Kobe got. I love me some Kobe, but no player from that point on, no player will ever replace Allen Iverson as my favorite player. It's gonna take a nigga to bring like 10 championships to Detroit through. No player will ever replace Allen Iverson in my eyes. Allen Iverson was by far my favorite player. Then Kobe, KG, you know, guys like that. But if I'm not saying Iverson was the best, but in my opinion, Iverson was my favorite player of all time. It's not close for me. Not close to me, man. That nigga went out and gave 110% all the time. I love me some Iverson, but that nigga was a bad motherfucker. Bad boy. That motherfucker was nice. Had the handles. Then get to the bucket. Ooh, that nigga was nice, man. I had a couple other guys I like too, man. Chris Webber, I always liked him. He was from Detroit, so even though he pulled that sucker shit with Ed Martin, I always liked him. Stevie Francis was another guy. I liked him. Who else you had out there? Tim Hardaway. Oh man, dope crossovers. Probably one of the dopest crossovers I've seen. Reggie Miller, definitely in my Probably my top 5 favorite players to this day. Oh, Vashawn Leonard, I ain't heard that name in a minute. But definitely Reggie Miller was my top 5. My number was 31. Before I fell in love with Iverson, it was Reggie Miller. T Mac, yeah, he was close. But before I fell in love with Iverson, it was Reggie Miller. I love Reggie. Who else you had? Somebody said T Mac. Something else popped in my head. I said, there's Reggie, Iverson. It was another motherfucker I liked too. It just popped in my head. I can't think of who it was. But yeah, them I love Reggie, Iverson, KG, Kobe. Yeah, those are my guys. Those are my guys right there, man. Uh Vince Carter was cool. T Mac was cool. I like T Mac. Yao Ming was straight. Uh Steve Francis, I'm not sure I don't think Larry Hughes is one. Steve Francis, you can make a case. I remember he threw that bitch off the backboard in Detroit and dunked that bitch. He really traveled. Ron Artest was pretty good when he had an offense. He was good. I remember Charlie Ward, Chris Childs pieced up Kobe. I remember that shit. Anthony Peeler, I remember he pieced up Kevin Garnett. I was watching that game. Who else you had? This NBA was just a great product. I said Terry Mills. I said him a couple minutes ago. Terry Mills, Sam Perkins. Man, you had a lot of good players, man. Kevin Willis from Detroit. He was one of the strongest niggas in the league. Now, I wouldn't fight Kevin Willis to this day. I don't care how old he is. Mookie Blaylock. NBA was a good league, man. Like right now, it's really watered down what it used to be, man. The NBA was a good league, man. Yeah, I said Anthony Mason, Jamal Crawford. Yep. You remember Vinnie Johnson? Yeah, man. NBA was dope, man. Dope. I don't think a lot of people appreciate. I don't think a lot of people appreciate how dope the NBA was. Like I really in retrospect, I really miss it, bro. Like today, I have a hard time watching these niggas play today. Sitting out back to back, bitching, complaining. Baron Davis, yeah, Baron Davis, and Baron Davis was something serious. And Baron Davis was like, whew, if he had to stay healthy, shit, you might, man. Baron Davis he was sweeter than Westbrook. He had more flash to the pan. Brown the back, Thorpe, Houston. Uh, Caracino said LeBron ruined the NBA. You can make the same case about Jordan. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to Caracino. I watch his shit. But you can make the same case about Jordan. Let me tell you about Jordan. Okay? When the Pistons kept beating on Jordan ass and they had the Jordan rules and that was fucking Jordan up, Jordan went to the NBA and got flagrants and fines implemented. So you couldn't be physical no more. Jordan took the hand check out the NBA. Okay, whatever. Like I said, I'm not the biggest LeBron fan on the floor, but I ain't gonna never fake the funk. Jordan changed the NBA and he started the pussification of the NBA. Okay? Jordan started that no touch. When you couldn't touch Jordan, it was over with. Yeah, Nate Robinson was, yeah, I like Nate. Spud Webb was up. Muggsy, I see you. You know what I'm saying? When you couldn't touch Jordan, nigga, don't let nobody tell you no. Vernon Maxwell, yeah, I remember Vernon, played for Houston. But when you couldn't touch Jordan no more, don't let nobody tell you different. I seen it for myself. When you couldn't touch Jordan no more, it was over with, man. It benefited Scotty. Scotty stopped crying and sitting on the bench like a little itch. Yep. Malone, Barkley, yep. Karl Malone, best four I've seen. I don't like the motherfucker. Karl Malone, he especially young Malone. But Jordan pussyfied in the NBA. Don't let nobody tell you nothing different. Okay? Michael Jordan pussyfied the NBA. Well, yeah, let me get off. I done stayed on too long, man. Turn this air conditioner off, nigga. I'm freezing. I appreciate y'all for checking in. God willing, I'll be back with another stream. He said Vinny worth 400 million. I heard he was a businessman. That's what's up. I know Dave Bing. He had a fact. I worked at his factory when I was in school still. He said real shit. Jordan was worse than LeBron. Yup. I don't. A lot of young niggas don't remember that shit, man. A lot of niggas don't. A lot of old people don't remember that shit. You know. But yeah. Oh, shout out to Grant Hill, man, the Penny, man, one time. But I'm out.